Hello neighbor, this is Curt with eTrailer, and today we're going to take a look at the Kuat Piston Pro bike rack and see how it interacts with our 2025 Hyundai Palisade. Now, if you've purchased the Piston Pro and you've got some experiences to share with us, go ahead and leave those in the comments below. We'd love to share your story with other neighbors in order to help them make the best decision for themselves. Now, if you've been looking for a premium platform bike rack to go into the hitch of your Palisade, the Kuat Piston Pro could be an excellent choice for you. It is a double wheel mount, which means you're not going to have any frame contact. So if you have a carbon fiber bike or a custom paint job, that's really good news. Typically speaking, wheel mounts don't allow for bikes with fenders. However, there is an available strap kit for this bike rack that's going to allow you to use a bike with fenders on it, and it's available right here at etrailer.com. This bike rack is going to allow 67 pounds per bike, so it is also going to be able to handle a lot of your e-bikes that are out there as well. And just to help with that, there is an available aluminum ramp that you can use with the Piston Pro in order to help get those loaded and unloaded. But in regards to how it fits with our Palisade, as you can see back here, we've got plenty of clearance back here between the bike and the vehicle. Even if I'm going down a rougher terrain, I'm really not in any danger of the pedals or the handlebars making contact with the back. And as with any platform bike rack, when you have bikes on it, there is going to be some obstruction as far as visibility goes. Your taillights are going to be partially obstructed, your license plate as well, and most importantly, you're going to be obstructed with your view out of your rear view camera. So it's very important to understand just how much of a footprint this is leaving behind your bumper. And in the case of the Piston Pro, it's just about 24.5 inches. That's actually pretty compact compared to most platform bike racks. So you got an extra 2 feet to accommodate for back here whenever you're backing into a tighter space or trying to parallel park. Another thing to keep in mind is going to be ground clearance. Now again, this bike rack keeps it pretty close to the vehicle, and because we have a ground clearance here of about 20.5 inches, I'm not overly concerned about really steep hills or driveways that you might come across, but it is something that you always want to keep in mind. And as far as the height of our trays, if you are going to be lifting your bike up and down off the rack, you're going to have to be comfortable getting it lifted up to about 21 inches for the front tray and about 22 inches for the back tray. So just make sure you're comfortable with lifting that weight of whatever your bike is before choosing this rack. And one of the most common questions that we always get asked when it comes to a platform rack is, will I have accessibility to my liftgate? And the answer with the Piston Pro is yes. There's a lever right here that we're just going to pull back on. We're going to hold the bike steady here. We don't want it coming down on us. So once I flip that lever, I can lower the bike away from my liftgate. Plenty of clearance getting in here. Now I can get in and out of the back of the vehicle. I could get my shoes changed, grab my water, grab any other gear, change out of my gear, whatever it might be. Or it might just be that while I was out on my ride, I decided to stop on the way home and get groceries. I just don't have to worry about a bike being loaded on here in order to get in and out of that cargo area. And in order to get the platform back up to where we can drive again, all we're going to simply do is brace our bike and lift up until we hear that click. Once that click happens and that lever is up, the bike is upright and we're ready to drive. Now, one of the really interesting things about the Piston Pro, and frankly where it gets its name from, is just how the bike is loaded and unloaded with these wheel braces. So what we have here is this little button, and if we pop that down, it's going to release the bike brace. Now we can move this down and out of the way, and if I am using my ramp, I could get this cleared all the way out, attach my ramp, and unload my bike that way. So we've got one undone. We'll go ahead and do that with the other one here. Get that down and cleared out of the way. Now it's really easy to get my bike on and off of here. I'm ready to store my bike or hit the trail. Now this bike rack weighs about 60 pounds. So it's probably not something that you're going to want to be installing and uninstalling every time you're riding or not riding your bike. Luckily, this also is going to have a stowaway feature, and you're going to use that same lever that we used for the tilt-away. We're just going to lift up on the rack instead, and get it into place just like that. Now we have full visibility coming out of the back, our license plate, our tail lights. We got much better visibility out of our rear view camera, and we've reduced that footprint back here pretty much in half. We're at 12 inches now. So we cut that footprint in half. It just makes it a lot tighter and a lot easier to maneuver. So overall, I think the Kuat Piston Pro could be an excellent choice for you and your Hyundai Palisade. I'm Curt with eTrailer. Thanks for stopping by.